All right, we have a ladder leaning against a wall. So let's go ahead and draw that. We've got, there's our wall, and there's our ladder. And the base of the ladder is sliding away from the wall, so it's moving that way. And of course that means that this angle that it makes with the ground is going to be changing. We'll call that theta. We'll call this distance from the wall to the base of the ladder, we'll call that x. And of course we know that this ladder is 12 feet and that never changes. So we're looking for how fast the angle is decreasing. So we're looking at d theta dt. That's what we want to know. We know that the base is sliding at 2 feet per second. So that's dx dt is equal to 2. And we want to find this when the bottom of the ladder is 6 feet from the wall. So that's when x is equal to 6. All right, now we need a formula relating our variables. So we've got x and we've got theta, and so we've got just this right triangle that now we can use trig. And so we've got a side adjacent and we've got the hypotenuse. And so that's the cosine of theta. That's adjacent over hypotenuse, so x over 12. And there's our relationship. And now we can take the derivative of both sides. So the derivative of cosine theta is negative sine of theta times d theta dt, and then times the derivative of x over 12, which is 1 over 12, times the derivative of x, which is dx dt. And now we want to know if we can find all of these unknowns. And so we know dx dt is 2, so we have 2 over 12, which is 1/6. D theta dt is the thing we're looking for, but we don't know negative sine of theta quite yet. Okay. But we do know is that x is 6. And so now we're looking at a triangle, a right triangle with a leg length of 6 and a hypotenuse of 12. And so we can solve for the opposite side. And so if we just call that L, then 6 squared plus L squared equals 12 squared. So L squared is 144 minus 36, or 108. Okay, so L is the square root of 108. And if we want to reduce this, 108 is 2 times 54, and 54 is 2 times 27. And then, of course, 27 is 9 times 3. So this, we can pull out a 2, and then the square root of 9, which is 3, so that's 6 root 3. All right, so that's this opposite side. And so now, negative sine of theta, well, that's negative opposite over hypotenuse. So 6 root 3 over 12. And we can simplify that, of course. That's negative root 3 over 2. D theta dt is 1 over 6. And so solving for d theta dt, multiply by 2 over root 3, and we get a negative 1 over 3 root 3.